Okay, good morning once again. Good morning. Let us
Good
continue
morning,
with
ma'am.
okay, thank you. Okay, let us continue with our probability. Okay, so last question, throwing a die we have discussed. Then next question, write the question number 5. Question number 5, write the question. Question number 5. Numbers 1 to 10. 1 to 10 are written on 1 to 10 are written on 10 on 10 paper slips. 10 paper slips. And put on a pot and mix well. Mixed well. Mixed well. One slip is chosen from the pot without looking. Without looking. Okay? We have 10 slips, writing 10 numbers on that paper slips, and all those slips we have put on a pot and mixed well. And without looking, we are taking one paper slip. Then, what is the probability of getting? What is the probability of
Ma'am, after one slip is chosen from the
pot? From the pot. What is the probability of getting first question, getting number 6?
Ma'am, can you show the question?
Here it is there. It is
Ma'am, can you show the fifth big question?
Fifth one. Fifth one is the fifth one.
I'm not that.
Beginning. I will show. Wait.
Ma'am, what is the sixth question?
Getting an even number.
Ma'am, 9th question.
Wait. Write all the questions.
Finish.
All of you finish. Shall we discuss the answers?
Yes,
Write the formula first. Write the formula. Probability of an event. Agna, what is probability of an event? Agna. Agna, what is the probability of an event?
Ma'am, I joined late.
No, okay. But you can read the last period also. You are not there. You didn't write the formula. You didn't write the formula yet. Probability of an event, that formula you didn't write.
No, ma'am.
Last period, what? Why you didn't write last period? You are there, no, that time.
Yes, ma'am.
Then why you didn't write the formula?
Ma'am, I was not able to see the board clear.
Can you see it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Alan, say the formula. What is the formula? Probability of an event is equal to?
Probability of event is equal to number of outcomes favorable to the event by total number of outcomes.
Number of outcomes
Favorable to event.
favorable to the event divided by total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes. Okay. Now first question. What is the first question? Getting a number 6. What are the possible outcomes? Possible outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because there are 10 slips. Okay. So possible outcomes are, we can write possible outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are the possible outcomes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are the possible outcomes. In that, a number, getting a number 6. What is the favorable outcome? Here getting 1. Favorable outcome is 1. Total outcomes?
10.
10. So 1 by 10. Getting a number 10?
1 by 10.
1 by 10. A number less than 6?
5 by 10. 5 by 10.
5 by 10. 5 by 10, you can write 1 by 2. Getting a 1-digit number?
9 by 10.
9 by 10. There are 9 numbers. 9 by 10. A 2-digit number?
1 by 10. 1 by 10.
Which is a 2-digit number?
10. 10.
10. The only 2-digit number is 10.
Ma'am,
Yes.
number less than 6 is 4 by 10. No?
Number less than 6. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yes, ma'am.
5. 5 are there. Getting an even number?
5 by 10.
5 by 10.
5 by 10. 5 by 10 and it is 1 by 2. And in odd number?
5 by 10.
5 by
2.
5, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Getting multiple of 5?
2.
2, 5 and 10. They are 5 comma 10 are the multiples of 5. So it is 2 by 10, 1 by 5. Getting multiple of 2.
5 by 10.
2,
1 by 2.
4, 6,
6,
8.
8,
10.
10. You can write that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 1 by 2. Okay, understood how to write all these answers?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there will be questions from this probability for your MCQ, third MCQ. Chapters are linear equation in one variable and probability. Linear equation in one variable and data handling. Okay. Linear equation in one variable and data handling are the portions for your MCQ 3. So by this chapter is over. We are going to start our new chapter. Okay. So for that, all of you take your textbook with you. Those who have NCERT textbook is with you. Take it now. And graph book also we need for this. I think only Nigila, you didn't get textbook, isn't it?
Ma'am, I got.
Okay, good. All others have your textbook with you, isn't it?
Yes.
Very good. So, 1 second. A new chapter is under introduction of graphs.
New chapter?
New chapter. Introduction of graphs. Chapter 15, Introduction of Graphs. Because this questions, its answers you can write in your textbook itself. That's why I'm asking to take the textbooks. Okay. So our new chapter is chapter 15, Introduction of Graphs. We have already studied first in this chapter. First one is bar graph, double bar graph, histogram, and pie chart. That we have already studied. So we are not discussing those topics here. Bar graph we have already studied, isn't it? First terms, marks in max. You can see this in your textbook. This is your textbook page. Okay. So bar graph we have studied, and double bar graph also. The sales of mangoes, apple, orange, papaya, banana of 2 days, Monday and Tuesday are showing. Double bar graph. Pie chart, we have just studied pie chart. And histogram also we have studied. Here you can see a histogram.
Yes, ma'am.
Histogram. So that also we have studied. King, there is a king. That also we explain what is a king. Here you can read a jagged line. A jagged line has been used along a horizontal line. To indicate that we are not showing the numbers between 0 to 40. Okay, that we have discussed early. Okay, now we are moving with a line graph. Okay, a line graph displays data that changes continuously over periods of time. Right? You just mark that sentence. A line graph displays, just mark. A line graph displays data that changes continuously over periods of time. As time changes, the data also changes. That can be shown on a graph paper that is known as a line graph using lines. It's known as line graph. All of you underline that sentence. Okay, now here see, Renu fell sick. Her doctor maintained a record of her body temperature taken every hour. In every hour, during every hour, the doctor is checking her temperature because she has severe fever. Doctor has checking her temperature and
Page number.
page number 233. 233. After in every hour, that temperature has been taken and the doctor prepared a table. You can see the table, time, 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m. And the temperature in degrees Celsius, 37 degrees Celsius, 40, 38, and 35. Okay. Now, you can see a graph. See, this is the graph. For drawing a graph, we have to draw first x-axis and y-axis and time on x-axis. 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m. Here we are putting a king because here we are, this is 0. Between 0 and 10 we are not mentioning. And on x-axis, just no need of king because we are not writing all these classes are not continuous. Only we are writing those timings only where the temperature has been taken. So, and the continuous classes are on y-axis but it starts from 0 and 30. So here we are putting a king. 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. And first one that is 6 a.m. At 6 a.m. temperature is 37, isn't it? 6 a.m. temperature is 37. So 6 a.m. 6 temperature is 37. So this is the first point. Understood how to find the first point? 6 a.m. the temperature is 37. This is 36. This is 38. So between this line will be 37. So this is the first point. For getting the next point, 10 and at 10 a.m. what is the temperature? Temperature is 40. So 10, 40. This is the second point. 2 p.m. it is 38. 6 p.m. it is 35. So this way, first we have to mark the points. Mark the points by the given data, using the given data. After marking the points, you just join these points using a scale and pencil. So this graph shows time temperature graph. Time temperature graph. This is time temperature graph and this is a line graph because only lines are there. So this is a time temperature graph or a line graph. Okay. Now comes to this example 1. The given graph is given in your textbook, represents the total runs scored by 2 batsmen A and B during each of 10 different matches in the year 2007. Study the graph and answer the following questions. Okay, so all of you look at the graph. This is the graph. You can see a graph. So this is the graph. Here, 2 line graphs are there. First one represents batsman A and second one represent batsman B, and both the lines are drawn on the same graph. Okay, and dotted line, see, you can see on the board, on the top of the graph, it is written. This dotted line represents batsman A. Now, this is the dotted line. This represents batsman A. First, we will draw the line graph of batsman A. Batsman A. Okay, and the continuous line represent, this continuous line represent batsman B. That is, this is,
Should I write this now?
no. This is represented by batsman B. So both batsmen's performance is drawn on the same graph. Dotted line represent batsman A and continuous line represent batsman B. Now we have some questions. What is the first question? Hira, read the first question.
What information is given on two axes?
What information is given on two axes? What is the information given?
Batsman
Ah,
A and B.
Okay, they runs scored by batsmen A and B for 10 matches during the year 2007. Okay, you can read the answer. Solution. Did you see that answer? The horizontal axis indicates the matches played. Okay, read. Hira, read the answer also.
The horizontal axis indicates the matches played during the year 2007. The vertical axis shows the total runs scored in each match.
Okay, so this is the performance graph. This graph is a performance graph. Okay, Asan, read the next question. Asan. Salin.
Yes, ma'am.
Read the next question.
Second, ma'am.
Yes.
The given graphs describe the distance of a car from a city.
Which one you are reading?
From where and when did the car begin?
Salin, which graph we are discussing? We are discussing example 1. We are here discussing example 1. Read the second question. So you didn't listen to my class. You didn't listen what I'm saying here. That's why you read car and distance. We are discussing this batsman's performance. Okay, read.
Yes, ma'am. The dotted line shows the runs scored by batsmen.
Question. Read the question first.
Which line shows the runs scored by batsman? A.
Read its answer.
The dotted line shows the runs scored by batsman A. This is already indicated at the top of the graph.
Hari Krishnan. Next question. Hari Krishnan. Anandita. Next one.
Were the runs scored by them same in any match in 2007? If
Okay,
so,
look
in
at-
which match?
Okay. All of you look at the graph. Question is, look at the graph, all of you. Question is, were the runs scored by them same in any of the match? In any of the match, are they scored the same runs? That is the question. Is there any match they scored the same?
Yes.
Where?
Second and fourth.
Second,
Sorry, fourth and eighth.
fourth and eighth. Eighth batsman B scored 60 and batsman A scored 75.
Only four.
Only fourth. Who said that? Alan? No, Alan. This is batsman. This continuous line batsman B. B scored 60 and A scored 75. Okay, Alan, understood?
Yes, yes.
Only this fourth one, both of them scored 60. And the fourth answer is, Anandita, read the answer also.
During the fourth match,
Mm.
both have scored the same number of 60 runs. This is indicated by the point at which both graphs meet.
Okay, the both graphs meet at the point 460. X-axis 4, y-axis it is 60. Okay, Nikhila, read the next one.
Among the two batsmen, who is steadier? How do you judge it?
Okay, all of you observe the graph and say, Nikhila, who is steady and how can we say that a particular man is steady? Who's steady in his performance? Batsman, okay, yes, batsman B shows steady in his performances. But see the batsman A's case, he got 20 in first match. And in second match, he scored 110. But see the third, it is very low. He got a duck, 0, isn't it? And 60, his performance is ranging from 110 to 0, 110 to 0. Okay, so his performance is not steady. But see the performance of batsman B. Batsman B never scores a 0. See, its minimum is 45. 45 and 100. So he is almost steady. But batsman B has heights and depths also. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the next question, next figure, next graph. Example 2. Where is it? Alia, read question to example 2.
What information is given
Read the
on the
question
two
first. Read what is given on the question. It is read. Read it.
The given graph describes the distance of a car from a city P at different times when it is traveling from city P to city Q, which are 350 kilometers apart. Study the graph and answer the following. What information is given on the two axes?
Wait. What is this graph shows? As a car starts from a city P, from city P to city Q, a car starts. And at each hour, its distance is noted. And they draw a graph. And we have some questions. We have to answer such questions. From city P to city Q, it's moving. And the total distance between this P and Q are 350 kilometers. Okay. Now I'll read the first question.
What information is given on the two axes?
What is the information given on the two axes?
The time, the
X-axis
distance of a
shows,
car.
yes, X-axis shows the time and Y-axis shows distance of P. Alan, second one.
From where
Mm.
and when did the car begins its journey?
Yeah. From where and when it started its journey? From where and when? Alan, from where it starts?
50
No, the car starts from where? That is the question.
P.
From town P, the city P it starts. And when? When it starts?
8 a.m.
8 a.m. Yes, from 8 a.m. From city P, it starts at 8 a.m. Okay. Next one, Rudra. Read the next question. Rudra. Rudra, read. Asin, read. Asin, Akila, read. Anugrah,
Yes, ma'am.
read.
Ma'am, example 2.
No, you didn't hear what we discussed here? Anugrah,
Yes, ma'am.
which question we are discussing now? Now I'm going to do a thing. I will call only those children whose videos are switching on. I will concentrate only those children. Others, you sit simply. You just enter into the class and off your videos and you can relax. If you want to attend the class, open your videos, switch on your videos and attend the class. When I am asking to read the next question, you will ask which question, which page, you don't know. I'm simply shouting here. Read the question, switch on your videos, again, I'm calling. This is not my only class. This is not my only class. Which was the question we discussed? The question, how far, third one, how far did the car go in the first hour? How far did the car go in the first hour? The car starts 8 o'clock. And during this 1 hour, that is 8 to 9, how much distance it covered? 50 kilometers.
50 kilometer.
50 kilometers. Okay. So you do one thing. Go through the remaining questions and write the answers in the textbook itself. Okay. And you can do one homework, exercise 15.1, first question homework. Write the answers in the textbook itself. Okay, children?
Yes, ma'am.
In the textbook itself, you can write the answer because that graph is just like our temperature, time temperature graph. We discussed it early. Same type of question. So do that in your textbook itself. You can do it. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And for the next day, be ready with your graph book also. We need to draw graphs, line graphs.